Oh boy, howdy. Do I have a buff nugget for you? One of my favorite apps has new buttons. They're great buttons. And I want to invite you to come play and press some buttons with me today. And this app is called NotebookLM. I've been talking about it a long time. I put it in my newsletter. A lot of folks are into it as well. I consider this to be your new digital trapper keeper, where you're the one who gets to actually shove stuff in the folder. It's great. And so we know where the content's coming from, and we have a seat at the table about vetting those sources. So let's go and get started with these two buttons. One is infographic. Check it out over here. The other is slide deck. Now, that's just a fun term that the kids say these days. I just call them slideshows. You do you, okay? Now, I want to make some of these. I already made some to save you some time as people who are viewing these videos. Thank you so much for viewing. If you like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and share with a buddy. That would be awesome. And so I want to take this, I had this article I was just reading about, and it was talking about these mysterious holes in Peru. You know, sometimes it just gets me sometimes. And I saw these holes in Peru. I was like, what's up with this? I read the article. I'm like, this seems legit. What can I do with this? That's the thing, right? So we find, how do we create content as educators? How do we create content or engaging curriculum for our students? So this is very current. This is November 18th. And so I go back into my NotebookLM and I select my article. There it is, thousands of mysterious holes. Now, you can add your own sources in yours. Click Add Sources, and then there's a website option. That's what I did right there. Now, sometimes you try to add websites that don't like it. It's like, no, you can't use that website. And that's because there's some kind of restrictions. The website doesn't want you sharing it, or it's being scraped for AI, and there's some protections there. So just know that that may come up for you. So here's what I did. I clicked the 1,000 mysterious holes. I already have other sources in here. We're going to do something with that in a second. And then I clicked Infographic, the little pencil, because it gives us edit options. I get to choose the orientation. I kept it landscape. I said the details standard, and then I just chose the art style. And if you're like, Ryan, I'm clueless about art. I don't know different styles. Just Google different art styles, and then top 10. What are the kids into these days? Just find some examples. You put it in there and see what happens. And I think mine was like hand drawn sketch style. So I made it, and this is what it did. You ready? Solving Peru's ancient. If I click on the source, check it out. Check it out. Now I do need a vet because I want to be conscious of my characters here. Like, I would like for them to actually be wearing period clothing and not be wearing clothing because this is Peru and of other native people and what they're wearing, like in America. Like, I want it to be as true as possible. So I do have some work to do as an educator, but this is legit. Look how good the text is. Look how good the images are. And it's actually taking the article and it's doing something amazing with it. It's starting with, it's a mystery. We don't know what it is. And I think for this one, I did say I want this for younger students. So it made it very young child friendly. There's some giant holes in the land. What's going on? And then it's saying, well, is it aliens? And then here's some different theories. You have two theories here. And then this other theory down here. How cool is that? It's really good. Go try it out. I'll give you some more examples. I also took that and I said, make me a slide deck. Click the pencil. Again, I can say, what kind of deck do I want? I said a detailed deck. What language do you want it in? How many slides do you want? I did all that, and this is what came up. It's this one right here. Let's make it a little bit larger. You could play. Wow. And a lot of people are using, paid software to do this, or you're using, some other LLM to make this happen. I feel like this is strong. Like, this is a lot better quality in some of those other places I've made slideshows with AI. Here's the theories. The case is reopened. We're using drones to check it out. It's just phenomenal. And again, the text is much better. Now, this is what I would like. Since Google owns this, wouldn't it be cool if the text was editable and I could put it in a Google slide and change it up? I can't do that. These are all images. But still, phenomenal, right? You guys, are you impressed yet? I am. I'm still just a little bit giddy about the whole situation. So I'm going to uncheck that. Let's make some more stuff. Now the next, I got a little crazy, a little crazier, a little more wild in the creative brain space, and that is I took one of my songs. I wrote a song about a cat that we actually still own and have. We own this cat. His name is Rufio. Can you own a cat, or does the cat own himself? I don't know. But his name's Rufio. And I wrote this song a long time ago. You can check it out on Spotify. I make a third of a penny. I mean, yes, getting rich fast with this stuff. And the song's about this orphan black cat. He hitches a ride in a car. He goes to a house. He's scared. He climbs a tree. He's an orphan cat. He's looking for a home. He finally finds a home. And we actually we named him after he was a lost cat after the lost boy in the movie Hook, Rufio. And Rufio's big saying was bangarang, bangarang, and all the boys would get all excited. So I wrote this song. I'm like, what could it do anything with my song? Could it make like some really cool graphics and things? I said, let's see what happens. So I clicked my lyrics and origin. So that's kind of what this is. I have a little doc here with all that information. And then I also had a picture because I want to make sure it kind of knew what I wanted, because I did want the cat imagery, because Rufio had this cool red mohawk, the character in the movie Hook. And so I tried to help out NotebookLM by creating a cat, a little kitten that had the red mohawk. So I selected both those sources, and then I came over here and I said, make me an infographic of the story, because it's a story song. Let's see what it did. The Ballad of Rufio. Take a look at that, everybody. Don't you feel the warm fuzzies already? It is so good. And people have been saying this for the last few years. It can't get much worse than this. Like, I don't think it can. Like, this technology is getting better and better. The text is getting better, but we still need to be using it in some purposeful way. Does it still help or increase learning and engagement? Do our students want to come to class? Like, all those kinds of things. Are we still creating experiences in our class? And I think we can use this tech to do those things. One more. And then this is the final example. This is the big hoorah. I said, take my song, and then I clicked long division problems. I have some long division problems I'll show you right here on the left there, okay? And I said, create a slide. I did my slideshow, create a slide deck where Rufio, this cat, is on a quest to get to a loving family, because the song's about him trying to get to a loving family, but I want it Thanksgiving themed. I spent about 1 minute creating, with that much brain power to make that prompt, okay? And what it made, let's just look. I'll let you use your own words for this, okay? Rufio's Grand Division Quest. It's a quest. Rufio, he's got the cool red mohawk. He's got the backpack. He's on an adventure. He's lost. It's a challenge. He's got to solve these problems, or he can't find the family that he desperately needs. So we start the quest. First quest, he meets a group of squirrels, and they're like, "Hey, you're going to have to help us solve this riddle if we're going to show you the secret path." And so he helps them with the math, because Rufio's a genius at math, and they point him towards the secret trail. And then it says the first step is taken, and then he says bangarang there at the end. How cool is that? Quest 2. He finds 1,000 leaves, but he's got to build a bridge out of it, but he's got to be able to do some math. Let's keep going. He finds some corn. He's got to do something cool with corn. He talks to the wise owl. They count stars. He has to pay a toll in cranberries. Who hasn't had to do that? He has to go through a labyrinth of logs. Duh, don't we all? And then he starts smelling a feast in town. He's getting closer to people, right? He's in the woods. He's getting closer to people. And he has to do some kind of help there so he can go to the next step. He's following the lights. He's counting the twinkling lights. And then he finds an open door. and a kind person scoops him up. And while he's being loved on, he still has to do math. He just can't get away from long division. Been there, done that. And then he's at the Thanksgiving table. He's just a little cat. He's about to eat grandma's stuffing. Life is good. And it closes with this really cool, weird image. Like everything is so awesome except for this last one. I don't know what. It's just people's legs. They have no torso. But Rufio's okay with that. He's right there by the fire. He's on the cool carpet rug. And it has my lyrics there at the top. Rufio found a family that gave him hugs and kisses for free. Yes, you're going to have to go check out the song. It'll be a big hit because of this video. Hey, if you've enjoyed this, do that thing where you like, you share, but most importantly, you go click the buttons because I've already had my fun. And I think the fun is really in the clicking of the buttons and doing some of your magic, your teacher magic. Or if you're not a teacher, having some magic of your own, go get to it, guys. Thanks so much for watching my video. Buff is out.